One last episode, and then I get my coffee. Coffee.
Didn't we find it together? The evidence?
Yes, we certainly did. Huh? Oh yeah, Regina was there too. What's the matter, detective? It looks like the metal detector's reacting to this alligator.
Really? Why?
Of course, that's why the metal detector reacted. Judge Courtney, I'd like you to take a look at this.
The chisel?
Wasn't that just the fake murder weapon, right? Dogan hid the chisel inside his dog's mouth, and the real murder weapon was hidden in very much the same way. The real murder weapon is in the pond inside the alligator.
I wonder if it was stolen by someone.
Gumshoe, maybe? Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, God. These two. Sort of a dude brow voice.
And Regina Berry. I came because I heard there's a really fun show around here. So where is it?
The trial for the case I got caught up in was supposed to have already started, but our practice ran a little late. I believe it was somewhere around here, wasn't it?
Actually, two key pieces of evidence have gone missing. The chisel and the knife. The trial is in recess now. Sort of like an intermission. You just missed it, Simon.
What? Whoa, what's that supposed to mean?
Looks like Simon's going to get arrested again. Fuck off, Regina.
Ick, no way, I can't.
I guess Simon is his usual nosy self. Huh?
Von Karma? To think that I would be humiliated like this. She's whipping something. And here comes another nosy individual. Yeah, I figured. Now, Franny Pie, let's just take a moment and calm down a bit. Maybe you could put that whip of yours away. What do you say? Yeah, it's not gonna work. That foolish prosecutor, when I get my hands on him, my whip is going to give him the thrashing of a lifetime. Eek! There's a lot of eeks in this episode, or this particular case. Miles, why don't you try talking to her? She likes you. Good grief. On that note, I guess I should probably hear what she has to say. Yeah, Miles has really been the only person she's ever treated with a modicum of respect. Is that accurate? I guess, well, Lang, I guess she treated with a modicum of respect. They worked together in the last game. She wasn't really in the third game. Well, she was briefly. She didn't respect Godot at all, however. She hasn't been in the game since these, so... That's interesting. She's like she and Godot are the only ones who haven't returned in the 3DS ones. Edgeworth came back, Maya came back, Pearls came back, fucking Blackquill came back in one of them. The fucking Clavier guy came back, he was in one of them. Craziness. That Francesca, easily a fan favorite, has not been back. Old Bag, however, who is like not a fan favorite, has been absent from the games for quite a while. And it seems like she's not going to be in this game either. Oh, if it isn't former prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Francesca, to those who have abandoned the path of the prosecutor do not belong here. Now be a good boy and go home. Figure out what you want to do with your life. So about this trial. Still, what are you going to do, Francesca? The recess is only 15 minutes, and I'm wasting precious time talking to you. Gah, you're always so calm and collected. Like an anchorman reading off a teleprompter. Okay. It makes me sick. I should probably stay classy. Figured that was... Stay classy and avoid a confrontation with him for now. I thought they were going for a Anchorman reference, because it's such a weird, like an Anchorman reading a teleprompter. That's such a weird thing to compare a calm and collected person to. And then they just made it a full-on Anchorman reference. Francesca, I never expected you to end up taking over the prosecution from this case. The bodyguard of the president of Zhengfa, Horace Knightley, was murdered. The defense for the former warden of the prison, Professor Roland.
The knife she used was the murder weapon had been prepared as evidence.
However, the murder weapon has disappeared, without a trace.
And not only did he abandon his own case, but he also made me look like a fool in court. The next time I see that foolish fool of a prosecutor, I'll whip some backbone into him.
I don't mind if you whip some backbone into him, but stop whipping innocent bystanders. Well, I mean, not much else to say, is there? Yeah, I don't really see how presenting or anything will get us anywhere. What about you, Ray?
Okay, looks like you've gotten your memories back. Yeah, I'm all better now.
Uncle Ray was really worried, you know. Though that other K was also pretty cute. 17, Ray. Well then, now that you've recovered, how about a hug for old time's sake?
Nope. We need to focus on the trial right now.
Yeah, things aren't looking good. Speaking of the trial, at any rate, we'll have to search for the evidence. But we can't interrupt the trial. Uncle Ray's in a pickle. If only there was someone who could find the evidence for us. That look of expectation on your face says it all.
I don't have it.
Miles, you still don't have your prosecutor's badge, right? Do you finally feel like following in your father's footsteps? I simply left it in someone else's care. I wasn't stripped of my badge. Furthermore, right now I am unable to follow in my father's footsteps. I see. Well, there's no need to rush to your decision. Take all the time you need to determine the path you want to follow. In any case, the door's always open for you at Edgeworth Law Offices.
Why isn't this...
Well, I was gonna say, why isn't this guy in more of the games? But he really is sort of an Edgeworth character, and Edgeworth's had a very minor part in the more recent games. Certainly he had a shockingly small part, I think, in Dual Destinies. I don't remember him being much of anything important there, other than a brief cameo. He had a much larger part in Spirit of Justice, but ultimately it still wasn't anything that required characters like Ray here to show up. Mr. Shields, if only there was someone who could go search for the evidence for us. Miles? Very well, I'll go look for them. Well, Miles, you'll do that for us. Of course, finding the evidence within 15 minutes will be no easy task. Well, if worse comes to worse, Uncle Ray and Franny Pie will help you stall for time. Until you recover the evidence, we won't let her hand down a verdict. Please do so. Francesca, are you okay with this?
You're asking me, Francesca von Karma, to help you out? You'd better be off spending the rest of your life as an anchorman for local news.
Are you trying to get me down a particular career path here, Francesca?
Well, you go and do whatever you want with your life, you anchorman-looking person, you. It's men like you that I want reading the news at night and not interfering in anyone else's personal business.
God, like really, that's twice now. And the first one didn't even make a whole lot of sense. Miss Von Karma, this is an emergency. We could really use your cooperation.
I understand. As acting prosecutor, I, along with the attorney over there, shall continue this trial. Meanwhile, you, the former prosecutor, shall run around and look for the evidence. All for my sake. It's a job that suits you perfectly.
I'm glad you're on board. I'll help out too, because I really don't want to get arrested again. Touché.
This sounds like fun. Regina wants to tag along.
Oh, God. Alright, that would be helpful, in quotes. Now then, where shall we begin?
I think we should find that person and hear what they have to say.
Who should we talk to in order to learn where the evidence went? Patricia leaps to mind, but Courtney and Gumshoe also leap to mind. God damn it, I keep getting messaged. Maybe Gumshoe? Can't imagine. Certainly not Kay. Maybe Lotta, because she was hanging out in the storeroom. This guy's dead. That won't work. Not Penny. Not John Marsh. Lang's probably a no-go. So, very small maybe Lotta. Possibly Justine. Possibly Gumshoe. Oh, fuck. It's this dude. I didn't even realize he was in here. Yes, the person in charge of the evidence was Sebastian de Best. Ah, you mean that rookie prosecutor, right? Got it. I'll leave him to you, random person. Alrighty, time for Uncle Ray to have a otherwise, his deep voice. Alrighty, time for Uncle Ray to have a strategy meeting with the opposing counsel. Like, really? Objection. Alrighty, time for Uncle Ray. That does not suit him. That's insane. I'm aware Irish brogue done in a terrible accent probably doesn't suit him terribly much either. But there's no way that ridiculously... Alrighty, time for Uncle Ray to have a strategy meeting with the opposing counsel. Not at all. I don't buy that for a single goddamn second. And his objection throws me every time. It's so not right for his character. Just the two of them. Just the two of them. Yeah, see? That doesn't work. You can't see a guy with that deep voice. Ah, yes, I am Ray Shields. Oh no, I'm being whipped. Ah, stop it. Come give me a hug. You don't see how that doesn't work?
Miles Edgeworth, you'd better not keep me waiting, lest you end up like your friend here.
Yes, I'll keep that in mind. Well, if they're going to get Sebastian, what the hell am I doing?
Franny Pie, wait for me.
Yeah, see, that was... Franny Pie, wait for me! Yep, that makes sense. Perfect voice. 10 out of 10. I was clearly in the wrong there. I'm gonna stop harping on the voice now. And just stick with the Irish voice. Now then, let's go and help look for Sebastian as well. Oh, hey, Courtney, what's up? It's nice to not be the one accused this time. Oh, wait. You know what that's like now, don't you?
Ah!
Judge Courtney...
If it isn't Prosecutor Edgeworth, I hope that all is well. All is not well! Just what was going on in that trial earlier.
Okay, there's no need for that.
But, even though Miss Courtney should know exactly who the culprit is, what made you...
Part of me... This is why she shouldn't have been put in this position. This is a bad position to be in. Like, she does have to uphold the law, and if the evidence is missing, even if you know it's them... No judge would, even in this weird situation, they would, be on board with stalling and finding the evidence and delaying the trial. Or they would rely on, really good witness testimony. Fucking Kay and I are witnesses to this. We can provide very solid testimony. So's Ray. So are Regina and fucking... What's his name? The dude bro. Simon. All witnesses. Friggin' Dogan could probably testify if he really wanted to. But no, she's just wrapping it up, and that's suspicious.
In a court of law, the only thing that truly matters is evidence. Whatever my own feelings may be, it should not affect the verdict.
So is this the judge persona of Judge Courtney we're seeing?
Cold-blooded and heartless. It's fine if you think of me as such.
Even as a judge, she still is this stubborn. Judge Courtney, there's just one thing I'd like to ask you.
And what would that be?
2 nights ago, you went to the roof of the Grand Tower.
The roof, you say?
You met with the president there, correct? The two of you were caught on security camera.
Is there some sort of problem with that?
Today, the president's body was discovered, very close to the Grand Tower.
That's...
You understand now, don't you? You're a suspect. What happened between you and the president up on the roof?
Nothing. We merely spoke for a few minutes. Once our business was done, I headed straight home. I took the elevator back down alone.
Indeed, that was shown on the security camera footage as well. What exactly did you and the president talk about?
That... I cannot say.
I see. However, I cannot afford to let up just yet. That being the case, I guess my only remaining option is to use logic chess. She is definitely hiding something. Really? It's always logic chess with this guy. I'm going to draw it out of her. Alrighty. 2 nights ago, Judge Courtney met with the President Hong.
Oh man, I can't wrap this up in 5 minutes. It's true I spoke with President Hong on the roof of the Grand Tower. However, we only discussed business. There is no need to tell you what that was said.
Just like the trial earlier, she won't reveal her personal feelings easily. When she's speaking as a judge, it would be better for me to wait and see what develops. Now then, I'll start by asking her what she talked about with the President.
Fair enough.
Alright. Could you tell me what you and the President talked about?
My meeting with the President was strictly business. And since it has nothing to do with you, I am not obligated to answer your question. I appreciate your understanding.
Even so, you certainly are a very busy person, aren't you? You're a member of the PIC, and a judge as well.
Aren't all members? Whatever.
You even assist with the investigations. That's true.
I am simply fulfilling my professional duties that have been assigned to me.
Was your meeting with the President also one of those duties assigned to you as a judge?
Yes, of course it was. I am one who lives for the law. I would never act outside of my professional duties.
This morning, literally earlier today, you returned Kay's promise notebook to me. I don't believe all your actions are simply done for the sake of your duties.
Wow, one already, huh? It's true, it seems I still retain some immature qualities.
They're called being human. You silly moo. I wouldn't call it immature, it was your own personal kindness. Thank you, Edgeworth. Weren't you also distressed when you found out the President had passed away?
You mean 8 seconds ago? Yes, it was very unfortunate. Why did he have to die?
It seems he was crushed by the head of a monster called the Mighty Muzilla. Ah, excuse me. You see, Muzilla is...
Is that true? You mean the President died at the temporary Muzilla filming lot?
Yes, that's right. I'm surprised you know about Muzilla.
Yes. I had heard about it from Sebastian. He told me that the movie was being filmed near the Grand Tower. I definitely don't follow all of the latest updates on blogs or anything. Tugs at collar. I love that... Her neck is still weirdly long. I love that everyone in this game has, like, a weird fandom obsession. Like, Edgeworth's way into the Steel Samurai, the President was way into Muzilla. Phoenix is just kind of a dork in general. He doesn't have, like, a weird fandom obsession, but that's more Maya's thing. I like the fact that she's also into Muzilla. She seems awfully shaken up about that. And I'm also curious about Sebastian, who went missing along with the evidence. She said she wouldn't talk about the President. However, I might be able to get her to reveal her secrets through another line of questioning. Nice. She is flustered beyond normal. There must be some reason behind it. Okay, where is Prosecutor Best?
Franziska may have taken over the prosecution in Sebastian's place. However, as long as he still possesses some of the evidence, as long as he still possesses some of the evidence, the trial cannot proceed.
I intend to carry out a fair trial.
Then you would wait for the evidence.
If the prosecution is unable to present evidence, the defendant must be declared not guilty.
You and the defendant are both guilty? Jesus.
I am a judge. I cannot allow my own personal feelings to get in the way.
So you're saying you're not the least bit worried about Sebastian's whereabouts?
Of course I am. I am worried about Sebastian as well, but...
Are you worried about anyone else? You're worried about Sebastian as well? Wouldn't that mean there was someone else you're worried about? Alright, the bishop took a blow. Destroyed her knight, though. By any chance, would that person have something to do with your unnatural behavior?
That's impossible. I am not a follower... excuse me, that was embarrassing. I am a follower of the law. I will not be swayed by personal feelings.
You are only human, though. It may be true those who stand in court have a duty to follow the law. However, we're not superheroes. You and I are only human. It is impossible to completely ignore your own feelings and render an impartial judgment. Yeah, that's like weird robot person doesn't really operate in society type thing. Or just, Vulcans and Romulans. I've been watching Star Trek. Shut up. Specifically Deep Space Nine. It's quite good.
It is as you say.
I know, it is quite good.
As I am now, I cannot hand down an impartial verdict.
Judge Courtney, why don't you tell me the truth?
Just what am I supposed to...
Oh, wow, that's a new one.
Just what am I supposed to do?
For Judge Courtney to become this distraught,
I can hear you.
I should find out exactly who she is searching for.
Nice.
Up until now, she has been wearing the mask of a judge. This time, I shall be able to draw out her true feelings. Who are you searching for? You're searching for Musilla. Judge Courtney, tell me who you are searching for.
My lips are sealed. That is not something I can talk about right now.
I don't have enough clues to proceed with this line of questioning. Interesting. Who is she searching for? Is the person you're searching for Sebastian, by any chance?
When Sebastian learned of his father's true colors, he went into hiding for his own free will.
Of his own free will.
I am worried about him, but this may be a trial he needs to overcome on his own.
So much for trial. How heartless of you. She's in judge mode.
Since he went into hiding of his own accord, he could return whenever he wanted to.
Could it be the person you're searching for is unable to return under their own power?
In regard to that, my lips are sealed. I am unable to talk about it right now. When I think about what might happen to that child if I talked...
Ah, so it's John Marsh. And that child... You consider Sebastian a child. Could you tell me who you're referring to?
It's nothing. Please, pay it no mind.
Judge Courtney's expression has changed. And it seems like I've managed to uncover a clue. Lips are sealed. Let me try using that clue. Attaboy. Couldn't it be you're searching for that child who has gone missing? That would be John Marsh.
Ah!
Since you said it was a child, I presume they're of young age. Jesus, Edgeworth, come on.
I simply cannot answer questions about him. That boy has nothing to do with you, or the president's assassination.
I don't have enough to... Ow. Fine, I have to ask, really? Are you looking for Muzila? What are you searching for? The mighty Muzila?
I don't have time to play along with your jokes right now.
It's not a joke, just a moment ago. You were surprised to learn that the president had been crushed by Muzila, correct?
I was simply surprised at the president's cause of death. To think he had passed away at the temporary film lot, of all places.
What's wrong with where he died? The way you're talking, it seems like you have a problem with where he died.
That's not true. It's just... for the president to have passed away at a film lot, a place where dreams are made.
You're into movies, huh?
I just thought it would be better if the movie's cast and crew remained unaware of the truth.
Like, I'm reminded of GTA 5 when Michael learns that they're going to shut down the film lot that Solomon works at, and his reaction is, "But this is a dream factory!" God damn it, dude. It is funny when people have passions in games like this. Staff member, so what if a staff member found the body? I'm very sorry to say this. However, the movie's cast and crew are already aware of the president's death. I encountered a female staff member and John Marsh at the crime scene. Yep, what you would be concerned with is the box office.
No! How could it have come to this?
What is she on about? She seems to react strongly when it comes to the staff of the Muzila film. Is she... She's a secret producer. This could be a useful clue. Who are you searching for? Yeah, alright. Judge Courtney. Could be the missing child. Bang. Try using that clue. Earlier, when Muzila was brought up, it seemed to be a sensitive topic for you. Is that child you spoke of involved with the Muzila movie? It's John Marsh, dude.
Ah! How? How did you know that?
She's turning into Kay when she's upset. You're usually so calm, yet you seem rather distraught right now. Please tell me, who is that child?
I understand. If you've come to know this much, I shall prepare myself for the worst. The child I'm searching for is a boy by the name of John Marsh.
John? Why do you want to know his whereabouts?
Well, that much I simply cannot say.
Judge Courtney, didn't you say you were prepared for the worst? Even if you don't intend to talk, I am determined to expose the truth. And that is my resolve. Nice. Why is she searching for John? I must get her to tell me the reason. Are you a fan of his? Are you acquainted with him? Are you acquainted with John by any chance?
He is a famous movie star.
No, he's not. This is his first leading role.
I doubt there is anyone who doesn't know who he is.
I actually hadn't heard of him until I met with him the other day.
That just proves you have much to learn. Allow me to give you a lesson.
Is he related to her in some way?
I know everything about him. My apologies.
I did want to ask what his favorite food.
I seem to have lost my composure.
You tend to lose your calm whenever the conversation turns to John, don't you?
In any case, while I may know everything about John, it is a one-sided relationship.
I don't have enough clues. Alright, I need to ask if she's a fan of his. I asked, are you acquainted?
Oh, fuck! God damn it.
Actually, we are searching for John as well. Would you happen to have any idea where he might be?
Why would you think that I would know where he is?
You just said you know everything about him.
John and I, there's no connection between us.
Right. So, fan, acquaintance, then where is he? Could it be that you're a fan of John Marsh?
Yes. That's right. I am a fan of John Marsh, the famous child actor who has been called a prodigy.
That's an unexpected interest. Part of me really wanted to click that.
I knew his movie was being filmed in front of the Grand Tower, so the temporary film lot had been in my mind.
I see, I suppose a fan would be curious about that. Did you know that John was a temporary film lot?
Yes, of course I did. He said they would be filming there all day today, and yet...
Did you hear that from him? It almost sounds as if John himself told you personally. I doubt he would give a schedule to a mere fan.
That's true, isn't it? Please don't pay any mind to that statement.
She made another slip of the tongue. She must be really worried about John. So she has spoken with John. This could be a useful clue. He is a famous movie star. She is acquainted with him. Which proves you have much to learn. I really want to quick his favorite food. Then what's his favorite food? Probably French fries. He's a kid. You tend to lose your calm entrance to John. But you've spoken to him. I understand you're worried about him, but aren't you a little too flustered? You told me earlier that you had spoken with John. Doesn't that prove you're indeed acquaintance with him? Yes, this episode's going long, but it'll end as soon as this chess bit's done.
How could I have committed such an indiscretion?
It appears that John and Judge Courtney are acquainted. This could be a vital clue. Where is he right now? Yes. I don't know what kind of relationship you have with John, but at the very least the two of you must be acquaintances.
Eek!
God, everyone is eeking today. Judge Courtney, would you allow us to help in your search for him?
Help? No, that won't be allowed.
Why won't you allow it? The so-called goddess of the law?
The person who knows where that child is.
Fuck me. The killer? You son of a bitch. I see. Finally, I've connected all the pieces of this puzzle. The reason why you cannot easily talk about John. It was because someone kidnapped him, isn't that right?
Yep. God damn it, the killer.
Judge Courtney, I would like to hear the truth from your own lips.
I understand. This time. I will truly be prepared for the worst. It's just as you deduced. Someone has kidnapped John.
Gee, I wonder if it's the already established kidnapper who's reared his head pretty recently. Oh no, am I profiling? Pfft. As I thought, there was a kidnapping! Still, how was John's kidnapping related to you in any way? Related. Come on, I'm thinking brother and sister. Okay, that's a bit surprising.
Mother and child.
I was pegging brother and sister. Like, how? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What? I was able to learn much about the conversation she had with the president, but I have learned of John's kidnapping. It was an unexpected result, but with that, it's a checkmate. Alright, hold on just a goddamn hot minute. Logic chest complete. Yeah, sure, great. We'll get back to talking in a second here. Yeah, Courtney, ellipses it up. Alright, so, keeping in mind, it's gotta be an adoption thing, right? Because 13, 26, there is no way she had a kid when she was 13, alright? I am highly suspect of that. Like, this has got to be a Phoenix Wright Trucy thing where she adopted him, right? There's no possible way that she is biologically his mother. That's... I mean, I suppose strictly speaking it is possible, but it's dark, though, you know? That is... Ugh. Whatever. More on that when we come back. Thanks so much for watching. I've been Token Lad. Talk to you later, shooting your shares, and see you around Ask Clowns.